receiving touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stones, doing their part to help out on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Bringing it back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off-play action. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Hokies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the tailback. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass. Makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It sucks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To first down. Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleep.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Trying to run, it sucks. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on second and 10. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury for defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll keep it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Explosive run from the Hokie quarterback. He was almost off the never-never land the way Michael Vick used to do it.
You can't coach that. He's got it already done, and that guy's got some serious speed, the ability to outrun people and make it look like they're just in slow motion.
Got it in the middle, it's Doyle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete, so the 2-point conversion no good, but there is a flag on the play. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Gets the back moving. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Line getting set on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Isaac. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The offense lining up for a first down play. They just keep firing. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He's looking to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
22.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense gets to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Takes his shot. Complete out of the backfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is the play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. On the move, he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Looking to throw again. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Pucks it out of the air. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now looking to throw back to the middle. He's got it on the outside. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He'll take a shot. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
They'll send the back in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find...
He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock, and we got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their